Hello, everybody. No. Hello, everybody, and welcome back here, and welcome to the Diaries. You may be looking at me right now saying, "Good Lord, Edward, you look like cheese on a cracker." I don't know why you'd say that, but I mean, people say weird things. But yeah, it's 11 o'clock at night. I just got home from work, and the reason I'm starting this episode at night, because as you know, I very rarely do the diaries in the nighttime. It's usually during the day or in the afternoon or something like that. But the reason I'm doing it tonight is because I don't want to forget to make the introduction, because I'm going to start making the video tomorrow. So I figured I'd put the introduction in right now. So what's going to happen in this episode? Probably more things and stuff, because that's what we do, is things and stuff. I'm going to be working on the Haunted Mansion model, trying to fix it up. Working on the display, I'm hoping to. Some stuff on the Pirate's Porch. And we may get out of the house this time, although not for anything too terribly exciting. But we may be able to get out for a little bit and have some things to do. Also, I have a friend who's visiting me who I have not seen in about 5 years. He was one of my cast members from Kid Stuff Films, except he's not a kid anymore. So I might throw a little bit of that. If I do, it's going to be on my phone, though. I don't want to carry my camera around for this, because it's very special that we get together. Whether we get whatever that we get together. Now, he got in contact with me and said he's going to be in town and wanted to get together and talk and chat and, catch up and all like that. And I was very touched by that. It was very nice of him to actually want to come out and see me, because I'm sure he's coming out to see, lots of family and stuff like that. So, a little bit of that might be on this episode also. I don't know for sure, but I did like the get the part. That was kind of cool. Let's do a fast one. Get. Okay, that's enough. I'm being silly now. So, without any further ado, let's get going. Alright, so I have a thought. I have a plan. Does not include this. Or it might, I don't know. This area right here is where this table used to sit. And the fountain sat on top of this. I'm thinking, that's me thinking, I'm going to put this right back where it was and put the old spitty fountain right there, which would require me to move these things. I need to carefully put this down. That was carefully. Find a use for that. Okay, so there's the rest of the front of the fountain. Okay, this part apparently broke off the stand, the base, but I can put that back on. So let's move this here. Right there. Right there. Take the candle out. Gotta put that stuff in storage. Man, my hair is really super flyaway today. I washed the daylights out of it the other day, and apparently I did a very thorough job, because it keeps falling down. Alright. This needs to get can come off of here. This out. Empty, and then I gotta wash that out. Here's the pump, which I will need. Then all of these lights need to be, well, the plug needs to be washed up, and then they can be used again. So let's go behind the unit here, kick a few things over. Then I have to pump that brush. Oh, that brush isn't dead. It's filthy, but it's not dead. There, it's done. Uh-oh. My storage unit needs to get cleaned up again. I need to get rid of some stuff. How many times do you say that? I need to clean out that closet. I don't need half the stuff. But I still have it. That needs to get, I'll take that outside and clean them. I'll take that inside and clean it. Give that a little bit of a brushing off. Bring the broom out and sweep up. So, move that forward. Back. Yeah, that'll kind of sort of work. It's hard to tell from that angle, but yeah, that'll work. I feel good about it. I got the bowl cleaned out pretty much. It's kind of a bit rusty, but nothing is eaten through. Matter of fact, nothing is even slightly through. And I'm going to put the pump back in here. So there's two things I have to do. First is, I got to take this and I have to glue that down to the bottom. Now, this is waterproof glue. And it's the really super stuff I've told you about. And if I can get it to come out, it will be just the item needed. Oh, look at that. Right off the bat. Now after I put it down here, I have to get it to stay in place. And that's not going to be easy. So I'll be here for the next half an hour. No.
12 seconds later.
And there we go, on the first try. And it's working. It's spooking a bit because the leaves are big, and I'm sure some of it's getting on there, but I can move some of that around. But yay, how about that? I have a fountain again. I have a water feature, although it looks a little out of place because there's nothing around it, but we will take care of that soon. I got a gripe today, and it's a good one.
It's Daddy's Weekly Gripe. Yeah. It's Daddy's Weekly Gripe. It's Daddy's Weekly Gripe.
This deals with Facebook. What a surprise. This is a new thing that I'm finding on Facebook. You've probably seen it by now. It's a picture of an adorable child with this fantastically made wooden or stone or something structure. And he's sitting there, saying, and it says, I made it with my own hands. Can't wait to hear what you think. Or, I made it with my own hands and such, whatever. These are popping up all over the place. This is the gripe. It's all fake. Those images are all made with AI. And judging by how clean they look, I'm guessing probably Midjourney. This is nothing against Midjourney, don't get me wrong. But people are doing this to get likes and shares and whatever else on their Facebook pages. Then they sell the pages, make money. Or they could be trying to get personal information. There's a lot of things that are involved because people are basically all no good. I don't personally believe that. I think everybody's good until they prove otherwise, but these are people who have proven otherwise by putting these fake things up. Now, I work with AI. In part of what I do for gaming and for a VR, I work with AI. I know how to make AI images. And mine are pretty darn good too, but heck, I would not be putting this stuff out there. Now, this is the thing, is if you look, you're going to find like 230 comments saying, well, your skills are amazing. God has blessed you with cheese. This must be a most wonderful thing. Your pure heart is blah, blah, cheese. Okay, I said cheese twice. That's a lot of cheese. It took me a while to figure out that 80%, I think it was about 80%, of those comments are from bots. They're not from real people. The ones that are from real people you can tell because it says, this is AI, this is crap, this is fake. And there's a couple that of course it'll catch. But folks, watch out for these things. Don't make comments on them. Don't feed the bots. The whole concept behind these is completely underhanded. And speaking of hands, here's one way you can tell you're looking at an AI. Look at the hands. If you look at the hands of AI-made characters, you will note that they're usually disproportionate to the person. But those are the subtle ones. The big ones is one hand has 6 fingers and one hand has 4. I don't know what it is about AI. The AI engines I use have the same problem. I don't know what it is that AI can't figure out. Fingers, toes, arms, and legs. I've had many instances where I've created something and it's perfect except the person has 3 arms. They look like some kind of Hindu god, you know? So, in any case, the gripe is these fake AI things that are trying to come across as sincere, and they are everywhere. They're coming out all the time. Folks, keep a sharp eye out. These are fakes, and they're fake for a reason. They want something. So don't fall for it. Yeah.
Kid, this is a Weeblefester.
Okay.
When I say 3, you're going to run, and he's going to chase and try to catch you.
Okay.
And eat you.
Eat me?
Yeah, and then after that...
What do you mean, eat me?
Oh,
I came in too early, didn't I?
no, I think I screwed up.
Yeah, you did it right there.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, then after... What do you mean eat me? It's okay.
Oh.
After... Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There's Larry. Haven't seen him since before he had face hair. Long before he had face hair. And he's got tattoos everywhere. Check it out. Hold your arms out so I can see him.
There's a lot more than these.
Good grief. What happened to the little kid that I knew? He became a big kid that I know. Well, at least it's up and running, as it were. You don't have to hide this stuff. Make sure it doesn't give us pouring on the leaf or all over the floor. So make sure it doesn't do that. Not leaking. Pretty good. And now this area over here is in the dark again. But for the most part, it's okay. So this kind of puts a little of the original Adventureland porch back up here. And I'll do more. And I have this light fixture. Have to hide that too. So yeah, that's good. Alright, there's several things that need to be done. I had the camera pointing directly on what we have here. And what we have here is what could have been amazing, but did not exactly hit the amazing button. So what I'm going to do, first things first, if you look at the base where the pillars come down, you see how the pillars are not exactly sitting in the holes? They will sit in the holes, but because this assembly up here, which is snap in, along with the whole thing, is not secure, it's not pushing down far enough on these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off, put some glue down here, shove it down without fastening it, and then once the glue is set, then I can fasten this in because it'll be parallel where it goes and it just needs to go in that way. And what I have over here, see this thing wiggling, it's green, it's white on the other side. This is some foam core. I hung on to a lot of foam core, I didn't realize how much. And this is a nice big swatch of it, and this is going to be, there I am. This is going to be what I use for the bass. Not the bass guitar, the bass of the thing. My biggest concern is this of a widow's peak. What we may be doing, or what I may be doing anyway tomorrow, or sometime this week at least, is going down to Hobby Lobby and getting a piece of sheet plastic about this big and creating a new one of these. I mean, I'm pretty confident I can do it, but this is just so small. It's not scale appropriate. Anyway, and then I need to get into all the goodies that I have on my model railroading stuff so I can get some trees in here and bushes and what have you and make it look right. So, first things first, if I can get this taken care of first, then I'll feel better about it, and then I'm sure I can get into fixing it better. Now I get the extreme pleasure and joy of holding this in place until the glue sets. Do 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 ba de be ba ba do ba do ba do boom. A rabbit did have it bat bat the boo boo.
Booby. Doo dee da ba dee doo dee doo. A dee dee da ba dee doo dee doo ba doo doo.
Yeah, I know this is boring. Go look at something else. I'm sitting back at my desk and the glue that I'm using, whereas it works good on pretty much anything else, it doesn't seem to like the plastic that's used on these, polystyrene plastic. It doesn't like it. It'll glue them together, but what model glue cement does is it basically has a chemical reaction with the plastic and it melts it. It kind of fuses it into place, almost like welding. And that's what I'm going to need, because whereas the front end glued together fine, the parts that have to sit and have to kind of go in under pressure, they're not cooperating because it's just sliding out on that glue. So I'm going to go old school. I'm going to have to go to blah 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 tomorrow and get the right kind of glue, and so I guess the rest just building the house will not be on this episode, but it'll be on the next one. You can bet your plastic model glue that it will. So I'm going to put this off to the side because I have part of the band coming in to lay down some vocal tracks tonight, and I will hop back on it tomorrow, but it's going to be the end of this episode. That's a fact, because I don't want them to get so far apart as they have in the past. So we'll end this episode right here. We'll start the next one. Well, I'll start it probably tomorrow when I start working on this thing again, and we should have some more stuff. And depending upon how the recording goes, I might put a little bit of that, or the vocal recording tonight goes. I might put some of that on the next episode. I might put in, because we're doing a new music video, and we're going to be filming that on Saturday. So I might put some of the behind the scenes on that on here as well. And then we need to do something with the plants around the fountain. I know I have more. Matter of fact, I know I got a huge bucket of them out there. But I got to figure out how I'm going to set them up, because I don't want them just kind of laying on the table and falling on the floor, unless I have some hanging stuff, but I don't think I do. And then I think the next step on the Pirate's Porch is to finally get the lighting right. I've got the little lights that I've been using for a while, or the temporary setup I've been using for a while, for over a year. And I had other ideas with the rest of the lights, which still work, although they did look pretty horrible when I took them out. But they still work. I checked them out. And we'll get to that as well. And some other things. We didn't get out today, but maybe we'll get out the next episode. We shall see what happens, alright? And in the meantime, you guys have yourselves a great couple of weeks. Perfect ones, as a matter of fact. Let's go crazy. End of line. Do 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 ba de be ba ba do ba do ba do boom. I rub the time at bat to boo 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 be.
Ba-ba-do, dee-da-ba-dee-do, dee-do.